Hello and welcome YouTubers. Today we are going to learn some programs which are actually examples which universities and colleges are teaching nowadays. These are printing some patterns on the screen such as right angle triangle of numbers, letters, stars, etc. We are going to discuss all these patterns in our further videos. In this video, we are just going to study three patterns. How to make right triangle of numbers, stars, and letters. So, at the end of this video, you can get the source file from the link in the description. So, let's get started. So first of all, we are going to study about nested for loops. What does nested loop means? Nested loop means that a loop within another loop. Just like we write a for loop within another for loop. That's called nested for loop. We are going to study about these nested loops in our further videos and in this video as well. So this concept of nested for loops is used in multiple things in C++, like we can print some shapes, we can take input in 2D arrays, we can display content of 2D arrays, etc. and etc. So let's go to our actual program, which is about printing right triangle of numbers. We are going to print a right triangle like this: 1, then 1 2, then 1 2 3, then 1 2 3 4, and finally 1 2 3 4 5. Like this, we are going to print this shape using loops. We can just print it like this, but we are going to use loops. We can use cout and the statement cout every time. But what if I have to make a right triangle of 99 numbers, that it goes to 99? Then I can't write cout 99 times. I have to use nested for loops. So let's get started. Firstly, we write for loop, which is integer. Let's say r for rows. R is equal to 1. That rows are starting from 1. Rows are less than equal to 5. That rows will be 5. Rows plus plus. That rows are increasing. Now let's take another for loop. For this 4 right here, this 4 is nested inside the first loop. We are going to study about how it executes later, but just let's write our program first. For in C is used for column. You can write anything like I, J, K, anything. I am just writing C for column 1. We are going to start with first column. Then we are going to print columns. C is less than equal to the number of rows. So I write R. That was over here, as you can see, this R. Then C plus plus. After that, I write cout inside the second for loop, and I am just going to write the C. So it prints the value of C. Then I write cout and L. So each time it completes the column, it moves to the next line. Now we are going to run our program. So here we are, but this isn't our desired output. So let's check what mistakes we made. Oh, I forgot equal to. Yep, now it's good. So here we are. Look, it's completed. So what if I have to print stars instead of these numbers? So that's so easy. We are just going to write cout inverted commas star. Now what it does? Instead of these numbers, it prints stars. Same case if we have to print plus. Now it printed plus. Cool, right? So let's move forward. So now we are going to make a triangle of letters, a right triangle of letters like this. We're going to print A, then BC, then DEF. So let's get started. First we write, let's take a character variable. Name it any you want. I'm just going to name it var, like variable var. So we are assigning this var value a. Put a semicolon over here. Now for int row r is less than equal to 3. Like I said, we are going to print this A, B, C and D, E, F. How many rows it have? It have 1, 2, 3. So 3 rows. So that's why I wrote 3. Oh, wait a minute, I made a mistake. We are just going to write this equal to 1. Now r plus plus. Now a for loop for columns. Integer c is equal to 1. C is less than equal to r c plus plus, and then we write cout variable like this. Now what? It will print A each time. So to move from A to B, we are just going to write variable plus plus. Each time this loop repeats, it pluses the variable. So let's finish the program, then we'll see the output, then we'll come to the working. So now here write cout and that's it. So let's see what happens. Look, it's our desired output. So let's get to the working of these programs. Firstly, we are going to see this one. We write this character variable that is equal to the letter A. Firstly, this variable has a value A. Okay. Now we move to the loop. So this loop is representing the row R like this. Right now R is equal to 1. I'm just gonna comment it. This R is equal to 1. It moves inside of the loop. checks, there is a next loop in which c is also equal to 1. So it allocates some memory for c and puts it equal to 1. Then what does it do? It comes inside the body of the loop, which is cout variable. It then prints. Right now, what is the value of variable? It is a. So it prints a on the screen. Then it plus inside this a. This a has some ASCII value. So when the ASCII value of this a gets plus, it becomes b. Then this variable will have value b. So then it comes out of the loop, and now it tells the console that we have to move to the next line. Right now cursor is over here. Then it will move to the next line, which is here. Then it comes out of the loop. Then it moves over here. It pluses the value of r. Now r has value of 2, and it comes back to this loop, and first it checks that 2 is less than equal to 3. It is correct, so it will move inside of the body. Then it has another for loop which has again value of 1, and it checks 1 is less than 2, so it's okay, it will run. Same case, it will print the variable. Now variable has value b, so it will print b over here, and then variable plus. Now this variable has value of c, and it moves to again this c++. Now when it pluses c, now c has value of 2. Now it will check this has value 2 now. Here is value 2. 2 is less than equal to 2, so that's correct. It will go inside of the loop, then execute this line again. Right now it has value c, so it will print c over here, and this process keeps going on until this 3 r is equal to 3. When r moves beyond 3, like r becomes 4, this program will execute completely, and these loops won't run anymore. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Hope you like this video, learned from it, and if you want your friends to learn from it, please share this video, and if you are new, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.